Retard. Retard. Retard.
Das Sedona Addon gebracht hat, dann wäre das natürlich mega. Dann sieht der noch besser aus.
Genau. Okay, we're live. Welcome back, everyone. While I quickly set up the quadrant here. There it is. And for the yoke. There it is. Fly safe. Resume. Perfect. Got it. Cool. That, and then I want to have my GA throttles. Right. So looking forward to this this flight. We've done this, Brent. I'm sure you took part in that group flight a long time ago.
Yeah, maybe I forgot it. I'm getting old.
Yeah, because there was a separate P3D add-on back then.
Okay. No, I can't remember. Sorry. So what's too long ago, or I didn't take part in this?
No.
Do you also have an add-on for Flagstaff?
It's a freeware from flightsim.to.
Ah, okay. Looking much better than mine. I have the standard one here.
So let me just get the throttles. 2 throttles, obviously, we need. That's 1. That's 2. So that's that one. Actually, hang on. 1. That's 2. Well, that works. Then we've got fuel control levers. 1, 2. And the prop levers. There we go. All set. Let's see if we can quickly start this beauty up. Yeah, sometimes there's elevation issues if you have different sceneries. Right, fuel is fine. Let's get rid of that. And that's good. Before starting engines, cabin doors still checked. Oops. Control lock stowed. Seatbelt shown as secure. Fuel selectors, main tanks. Where's my fuel selectors? Oh, there. So we go to left main tank and right main tank. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I'm just wondering what sounds is that? That's flight sim. Not flight sim. FS realistic. Profile Cessna, yeah. Landing gear lever is down, which is important. Obviously, throttles propeller set, so throttles will have that. Props forward, mixture is cut off. Prop sync is off, battery switch on. Right, so battery switch. Let's check this here. Left, right alternator. Gear position 3 greens down. Fuel totalizer set, we don't do that. And then we've got parking brake set. Yeah, parking brake set, cool. And then we go starting engines. Magnetos on.
Clear prop!
What? Jesus Christ. Someone shouted clear prop. And then engines start. So we'll take, do we need primer?
Stop. Condition level is not on max.
Okay.
This is cut-off position there.
Okay. So, a little bit of priming, clear prop. I love how the whole aircraft shakes. I love the sounds. So cool sounds here.
Good night,
Let's
black
set
box.
1000 RPM. Hey MAN, thanks for joining. I'm sorry for the long flight, MAN. Oh man, but I'm sure you enjoyed it as well, right? But that must be one of the longest ever approaches that we've ever done. Oh, nice, GG. Then you done better fuel loading than I have. GG. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good week, MAN. Thanks for joining once again. Take care. So, okay. So let's do that. That's done. I've been a bit lazy with my lighting though. Enough lights. Put that on already. Going to de-icing. Avionics bus on. Alright, let's start up the system. No, this is a add-on, a payware add-on. Is it Brenda, what's the maker of the Cessna, do you know?
Give me a sec.
Thank you.
It is flightsimulators.
Yeah, flightsimulators, there we go.
But it's a very nice aircraft. It is well to recommend.
Absolutely.
Along with the Kodiak, maybe.
Yeah. Is it external? No, I think I bought it on a marketplace here, Brenold. What about you?
I bought it from Obix, but it's maybe recommend to buy it by the developer itself, so you get the updates very much earlier than on the other stores.
Yeah. And what's the airport called again? Winslow.
You got my flight plan, but
I
didn't
know.
load it in.
No, I know. No, because I tried to get the aircraft loaded in quickly. No problem though.
Okay.
It's only 3 legs, so I could quickly do that.
Okay, well, we don't go to Winslow, only almost in the direction, but
yeah.
the crater is before. And then the final flight,
Yeah, it's fine.
the sightseeing flight around the mountains at Sedona.
Mhm. And I would be ready.
I'm ready as well. I'm ready since 1 hour.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'm sorry, yeah. It's been a long time.
Okay, we use 03 for takeoff since we have no wind.
Yeah.
No flaps takeoff.
No flaps, seriously?
No flaps.
Okay. So, altitude, altitude. Now, we're already at 7,000 feet here. Can you believe that?
Yes, high altitude.
Yeah. Flagstaff Airport. So, go 10,000?
9,000. I've planned for 9,000.
Okay.
So already taking off.
Roger, flying. Sounds, love it.
Yes, awesome. Oh, we have very bad FPS. Very,
Really?
very bad.
No, I've got 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sometimes I have 2 FPS or so.
Really?
That's crazy. What's that? plane is very, very nose heavy. It's almost stuck now.
Yeah, Brendan, I don't know. Do you have an issue with the internet connection? Because you're a bit laggy for me.
Yeah, I don't think it's the internet connection. I think it's more the PC.
Okay.
Don't know what it can be. It's almost impossible to fly here. I will try to close as many programs as possible on my PC. No. Sorry, it's impossible to fly.
Maybe restart and join again?
Try save the state. Maybe it was a too long wait time for my simulator.
Oh. Right, 1,000 to go. And we're inbound. Now, this region, let me just give you a bit of background here. So, this region I know fairly well. Because when I did my training in the US, we not only flew the Bonanza, we actually flew the Baron as well, which is quite a powerful aircraft, twin prop aircraft, and we did fly very often to Sedona. So whenever the instructor asked us, you know, for a cross the country flight, where do you want to go? It was literally every time Sedona, because
But it was about the apple pie, right?
Well, partly yes, but of course it's the scenery. It's just absolutely incredibly beautiful.
I read in the description about this airport, it is very challenging to land because it has some very strong up and down
Yeah.
drafts in the approach and departure.
Absolutely, yeah. Can you actually set the sounds in here as well, or no?
What do you mean?
Well, sound levels for the engine. What I'm missing here is a headset.
Okay. Yeah, you can activate the headset mode in the setting of the flight simulator itself, but it's not very nice.
Good. Well, I'm just going to dial down the sim sound. Let me know if these sim sounds get too quiet for you guys, then let me know. I don't want to kill all of the sounds. So in this region here, so Flagstaff especially, as you can see, it gets already fairly high, and it all depends on your outside temperatures and the density altitude. That was the mostly limiting factor for us to decide how far north we would go towards Grand Canyon. Michael, thanks for the feedback. Much appreciated. Then, of course, we had always some options to land somewhere, to touch and goes. And whenever we came towards Flagstaff, we actually, especially on team flights or on training flights as well, we actually flew towards Winslow because of that Meteor crater. And I actually have some real-world pictures of the Meteor crater back when we flew there, which I guess I have to scan at some point and then maybe show you guys. Let me just have a look at the weather. Can I change the... How can I change the weather here? Oh, I can't, right? So let me go through here. Because I'm going to set the cloud base a little bit higher. There we go. That's more like it. Right. Now, the Meteor crater is situated about 10 miles prior to Winslow Airport, just right of our center line here. And in real life, you would see that crater at a huge distance. So it's a Barringer Meteor crater, and it's huge. It really is a big hole in the ground, and you see that from miles away. So when you leave Flagstaff area, which is got lots of woodlands, and you know, nice green color normally, as you get now towards the east, it does get more barren and more, you know, desert-like. So let's have a look for some cues. There's a motorway to the left of us, I think. Yeah, that should be the motorway. Is it I-80? Or the no, it's I-40, I think. I-40, and then that leads to Winslow Airport. If you tune in Winslow UR, that's 12.6. So let's go 12.6 transfer. And then we'll put that, that's 23 miles away. And we'll put that on NAF 1 there. So that's radial 80. Yeah, that looks about right. So I would expect about 12 miles to see the although, yeah, there we go. Look at that. You can already see it here. That's the crater. I'm not joking. That's 20 miles from Winslow, about 12 miles out from the crater, and you already see that. So Nozo, go ahead. What kind of issue do you have? Yeah,
maybe it's a good idea to put this question into the Discord. There are some very knowledgeable people who can help you.
Yeah, so on our Discord channel, good point, Brennelt, there is a certain section which has kind of a forum layout. And just point your question there, or actually just ask here as well. Maybe we can give you a quick answer here. Right, I'm just going to send it a bit. Are you back in, Brennelt, or?
I'm loading in just now.
So literally, it's like 5-10 minutes maximum until you get to the crater.
Yeah, I will take off in Winslow. I put it directly on the runway, so it's already running.
Okay.
And I will catch you over the crater, I hope.
Nozo, what aircraft add-on then? That's very unusual. The 1390. But what CPU do you have? That's also an important question. Right, I'm just going to have a look. It's a bit bright at the moment. Lighting. Let's do it that way. And then the weather.
Maybe put the clouds away, Black Box. That's looking better then. Set to no clouds, to clear skies.
All right, let's do this this way. And that way you can clearly see the crater. And actually, I also drove here by car, so I've actually been here. I've got a picture, I think, right at the edge here, with me in the foreground, and then looking into the crater. Yeah, and that was created by a meteor. If I remember correctly, I don't know, I think it was like 1 or 2 meters in diameter. It wasn't that big, but obviously it was very fast. And that makes a big hole. Blimey. Does anybody know how long ago that was? That impact?
I think some 100,000 years.
Probably. But yeah, you get the idea, right? I mean, look at that hole. There's an observatory up here then. And I think you can even hike down if you've got the time. And they have, in that museum, they have, I think, parts of the meteorite still. Fly-by-wire. They don't? Oh, you're not allowed to hike down. Oh, that's a shame. But I mean, you can see, look at the size of that thing and how deep that hole is. Okay, yeah, understood. Yeah, they want to preserve that. I love how you get kind of the feeling of the depth and the size of that crater.
It doesn't work. I leave you alone in flight, and I have to look what happened here on my on my PC.
Did you restart the PC completely, or?
No. Only the simulator completely closed and restarted again, and it's very, very, very bad FPS.
Well, maybe.
I think it's stuck for a second every 3 seconds, so it's impossible to fly.
When did you use the Microsoft last time?
1 week ago, okay. Almost. No, it's not the true. Yesterday I flew a little flight with my twin plane, and this worked nicely. No problems.
Yeah, because I don't notice any problems at all. Nice 50 plus FPS, sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe my PC has some problem, I don't know. Maybe a complete PC restart could help.
Yeah,
maybe it's a problem with the aircraft add-on. I don't know.
I don't think it's the add-on.
I don't think as well. But what can it be?
Yeah, try a complete restart, maybe.
Yeah, I try a complete restart and try again. Maybe I can follow you, take off in Sedona and fly the loop around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back in a minute.
Roger. So, direct. Activate there. So let's go 8,000. We'll go autopilot, convert to speed. And GPS mode is on. Perfect. Right. So let's go to Sedona. Let's see if I can actually find some proper charts for flying a pattern there. But let me go. I try to match the real world weather, shall we? So if I call Sedona weather, and I'm trying to match that apart from the temperatures, because otherwise we get snow. Actually, I have no wind at the moment. So the fun approach to normally do is, I think it's 2-1 approach we'll do. So we'll use the wind, let's do a little bit of wind, not much, just a little bit. It's a little bit more. 6 knots, something like that. Perfect. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we'll be approaching from the south, and let me see. Yeah. So we're going to, here's Sedona, so we're going to circle from the south and we'll do a right-hand pattern onto final, which is I don't have a little nav map, unfortunately, Reynold. I don't. But surely there's going to be some VFR Sedona. Ah, there we go. So it says Sedona. I'm trying to find the info if it's a right-hand pattern or left-hand pattern. Didn't the Apollo astronauts train down there? I don't know. Not sure. Okay, so the airport is at 4,830 feet MSL. Traffic pattern is 6,000 for piston aircraft. That's good to know. The runway 3 slopes up, so runway 21 is usually the best choice for takeoff. Left traffic is designed for both runway ends. Downwind and base west of the airport when using runway 3. Downwind and base east of the airport when using runway 21. Okay, so that means we're going to have to left-hand pattern them. Use Navigraph charts. Let me just check, Brennell, okay? Import flights, file, downloads to Sedona, open. Good. Okay, so I've loaded it in. Ah, okay. So Brennell says so that's a pattern Brennell you thought of. So only fly around to look. Okay, so we'll fly around like this, and then okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Questions. To be honest, I didn't mess around too much with other planes yet. Pretty new to Microsoft in general. The main thing is different. This flight was outclassed there. Maybe that's what destroys. Okay, so Nozo, may I suggest the following then? If you go to my Discord channel, under, you gotta scroll down a bit. You will find Microsoft Flight Sim settings. there you'll find, in general, my settings. And trying to match that. And see if that helps anyway. Climb a bit here. Let's get a bit higher. Sorry, Bone King, this is the Garmin, is it 7? No, 430, I think. No, 750. No, 750, yeah, you're right. 750. I can kind of do it in a dual setup. Yeah, so I can have a flight plan in here. Nosro, if you type hello in the welcome channel, I can give you the access right away. So just go to the welcome channel, type hello, and one of my mods or myself will give you... Oh, there we go. You have access now. You should be able to see it. Yeah, he's already in. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Thank you. Right, I can already see the valley where Sedona is located. So we're gonna fly around that and then do the pattern like Reynolds suggested. Let's go manual flight here. Thank you, Mark. The channel's empty? That's weird. And Bone King, you wrote you were at the crater when you were 11 years old with your parents. Yeah, I mean, I was there in 1991, so also a very long time ago. Flight directors off. Off. Cool, so what we'll do, guys, we're going to circle around in the valley. So we'll do a nice circle around, and then we're going to join the left-hand downwind for runway 21. That should be best. 91 was a good year. I agree. I fully agree. And already you can see the red kind of color coming in. Let's see what time. Yeah, let's do this kind of daytime. Obviously, at evening time or early morning, the red colors really come out. And I've driven through here about 3 or 4 times. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I should have leaned the engines a bit more. Yeah, it's still very high, so no need to have full rich all the time. That's better. Radio, let's go and join that pattern to slow down a bit more. Hey B, nice to see you.
Captain Blackbox Twitch channel
Happy New Year.
Experience.
Oh.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
This has screws on engines. Why it has screws on engines?
Because it's a beautiful aircraft. Yeah, Happy New B. I was very happy to hear from you. A big shout out to be also doing some real world training. Getting the PPL and going solo hopefully soon. Exciting time. I guess B, you don't have any time or the equipment to stream at the moment, right? Right, there, look at that. Absolutely amazing. Look at those colors. And very high resolution as well. Right, there's the plateau with the airport. Wow, that looks really nice. You have time but not the hardware, okay.
So, Black Box, I'm back.
And?
Yeah, I still had the same problems. Very laggy and not the fly. So I switched to my other aircraft, to the Bücker double decker, a double twin wing aircraft.
Yeah.
And now it's better,
Okay, that's weird.
but it's not good.
Yeah, I was just saying that the scenery looks really nice because what I found as well, it looks like kind of high definition.
Yeah,
So really, really
absolute
sharp,
realistic.
yeah, really sharp images, really nice.
Try to fly very, very low so you can better see all the rocks here.
Yeah, I can see there's the different layers as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go and scan the pictures that I've made from real world flying, and I'll show you the. I guess the quality these days won't be that good because it's not digital. They are good old-fashioned films.
Maybe you need to go back there at one day and fly around a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Why is the channel blank? That's weird. Why would the... Huh?
What channel?
Someone is just having a look at the Microsoft settings channel on my Discord, and he's saying that it's empty for him.
Let me have a look.
Absolutely beautiful.
Your settings are on your homepage, Blackbox, not in the Discord.
Oh yeah, so, no, they are. So okay. Also, Nozo, if you go to blackbox711.com, the settings are also there. There's the airport. There's downtown. Absolutely incredible.
Can't follow you. You are way too fast for me.
Thank you.
I'm on 150 knots.
Well, I'm trying to slow down. 140 knots at the moment. Oh, disregard. That's no, 150 knots. I'm doing right now. True airspeed.
I'm 120, 130 indicated. Not true.
So I remember that quite often. We would actually do a right-hand pattern for whatever reason. I don't know why we used to do that. And I remember that we got very close to these rocks here, and then we turned prior to that ridgeline, base and final. But that was all a right-hand pattern. Okay, so we are at pattern altitude, and we just saw the airport. So let's choose the pattern. Let's slow down. props
Welcome
forward.
aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Mark, thank you so
Could
much.
new
And the gift
subscribers
sub
please make your way
to
the
Senchai
first
this
class
time. Thank you
cabin,
so much.
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey guys, Senchai is the genius who invented or made this top descent animation for us here as well. Right, let's turn downwind then. So left down, here comes some flaps. Try not to go too high. Try to maintain 6,000 feet as we continue to slow down. Another set of flaps. There's the airport. I honestly don't know, because it seems like you get more room if you do a right-hand pattern compared to left-hand pattern. Right. Oh no. Oh no, that's weird. Gears coming down. Oh, the master caution, yes. Oh, yeah, brilliant. I can see that now, Senchai. Fantastic. Yeah, it is sharper. Oh, excellent. Hey, Tanny. Yeah, we are at Sedona, yeah. It's, I don't know how new the scenery is, but Brennelt gifted me the scenery today, so to showcase and to fly around here. That's incredible. It's a lot of power. I'm not sure if the setting I have for the flaps is actually that positive. We'll see.
Have you already landed?
No. Left-hand pattern.
Okay. For which runway?
2-1.
Ah, okay.
So, I'm gonna go fly over the next ridge and then left. What, did I say left hand?
You said left hand.
Yeah. Yeah, Tanya, I was just saying, from our real world flying, a long time ago, I remember that we did right-hand patterns back then, and obviously it wasn't wrong because nobody complained. And I had a feeling it gave us a bit more room to maneuver. Wow, look at the scenery.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Hey, Atabiko,
Could new
caramba!
subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Look at the textures, trees there. Wow. Hola, hola! Happy New Year, Atabiko. I hope you're well. Muchas gracias for 63 months. Right. It says 4 wide. Kind of weird. It doesn't look that high, does it? But what shots will turn final, descend, maybe a bit quicker. Harpy lights there. Yeah, so this is a payware airport add-on and a payware scenery for the surrounding as well. Got a bit of crosswind. No, actually a bit of tailwind it says now. Weird. Oh, there we go. Now we get the turbulence. Ooh, a bit of downdraft as well. Fly through the trees. Opposite traffic. Love that effect. I love the sound effects. You can hear the wheels squeaking, the brakes squeaking. Nice. Brennelt, so what's the general feeling 11:30 regarding Norway tour?
Yeah, for me it is impossible to fly black box, unfortunately. If you like, you can do one or two legs alone without me, but
No.
otherwise we can cancel it and postpone it to the next one.
Yeah, we'll postpone it, yeah.
And I have to find out why I have so bad FPS.
So what I'll do is I'm going to go take off and fly to Flagstaff again. Show you guys that. But I am going to put a bit of flaps in here. For some reason, I think that it may be a good idea. Or to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, actually, you're right. We could go and hop to the Grand Canyon as well. There's an airport up there, isn't it? Grand Canyon.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Right. And it's not that far, I think.
Grand Canyon Airport, or you can hop to Page.
Yeah, Kilo Golf Charlie November's Grand Canyon Airport. Yeah, we'll do that.
Good night, Black
Lee,
Box.
nochmal vielen Dank. Yeah, have a good start to the new year. Vielen Dank, all the best. Right, fuel should be good. Yeah, that should be enough. Alrighty.
And unfortunately, you missed to look on the airport here. All the buildings are very, very good made. Very well made.
That's okay, I can pause it.
It's very lovely. Maybe you can pause it and come with the drone and have a look at the buildings here.
Absolutely.
Especially the restaurant and all that. It's very good.
So I actually remember, I've told this before, I remember this really well. I think it really looks a bit different, or they have renovated, because they used to have a lovely cafe here. That used to be a restaurant, I'm sure, and then had some lovely apple pie. Yeah, look at all the pictures there, beautiful.
The animated people in.
Yeah.
And outside there are some people playing. Can have a look, they are playing a game. I don't know which game.
They are? Hang on. Where?
Yeah.
Where?
On the right side, I think. Yeah, there are some in close to the parking spot where the trees are. There are two people, and they are playing a game.
Oh, that's it. Look at those that wind game there. That looks nice as well. Lol.
Yeah, they're in that area. The people must be. I think on the left side of the building. Where was it?
Oh, I know. They're playing hide and seek.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't see anyone.
There was a grass strip where they were playing. Where is it?
Oh, hang on. On this side, they're playing. Oh, was it horseshoe or? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they are dropping. Even dropping this.
Yeah, like a bean sack or something, right?
Ah, maybe.
Lol. And even picks them up again.
Yeah. Never saw before something like that in a simulator.
The scenery maker. Brandon, do you know the? Actually, you sent that to me. Hang on, let me see. I've got
Yeah,
your
I
message.
sent it to you.
So Brennelt said it's from Xcoder. Yeah, exactly. Bone King, yeah, Xcoder. Correct.
It's both from Xcoder. The surrounding scenery is from them, and the airport add-on is also from them.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the background there. So beautiful. That's nice.
Yeah. I flew around here with my twin plane, even behind the mountains, and did a turn in the valleys of the mountains, and so you have a closer look to it. It is so beautiful, all these mountains there.
Oh. And we're airborne.
And you can even activate the pins for the Sehenswürdigkeiten, don't know the name.
Oh, for the sightseeing, yeah, okay.
For the sightseeing, and then you know all the names of the mountains. There is a cathedral mountain, and a Devil's Kitchen, and Devil's Bridge, and I don't know everything. Very interesting.
Yeah. But you've never been here, Brandon, have you?
In real? No,
Yep.
I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't. I have never been to the US.
Oh, not even to the US? Oh, okay.
No. I have even left Europe 2 times, and it was one time Turkey and one time Morocco. And that was it. And both times only for 1 day from the cruise ship.
All right, as we leave Sedona for the Grand Canyon, just going to change the time a bit. Oh yeah, beautiful, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, Oyster, I mean, I have to try at least, yeah. Terrain ahead, hi. If you could travel to one continent, that would be, what would it be? Well, I mean, assuming that I've already been to quite a number of destinations in my life, I guess what's missing is Australia and New Zealand.
I think New Zealand would be one of the top parts. Okay, I just switched off the multiplayers, and now it's working seamless.
Okay.
No stutters.
Oh, is it maybe model matching or something?
Maybe, because the model matching to the high sophisticated add-ons here maybe makes my simulator stuck.
So it's only 64 miles from here to the Grand Canyon airport, and from there obviously it's right at the edge of the Grand Canyon. And but it is high. I remember that you had to have a certain minimum altitude to fly over the Grand Canyon, and that always was an issue with depending on the temperature and the pressure. Wasn't like a VFR corridor or something established around the Grand Canyon? Tavos, hello to you as well. Dave, hey, how you doing? So beautiful.
How long have you been in the US?
8 months back then, so
Wow.
for the training. Yeah. That was a fantastic time, especially you know since we're young, you know, full of our dreams and hopes, and yeah, it was a very cool time back then, absolutely.
I think about Top Gun, maybe in this matter.
Yeah. Somewhere along that line. I remember that 4 of us got together and we bought a Cadillac. It was Cadillac de Seville or something. And it was a huge car. 12-cylinder, 8-cylinder, I don't remember how many cylinders, but it was like, it had the best sound ever. And it guzzled like, I don't know, 50 gallons to 10 miles or something. It felt like you constantly had to refuel the car. But I remember that we drove it to the Grand Canyon and to Las Vegas. That was a cool time. And I remember it was near November, yeah, sometime in November. We actually took another trip up north towards Flagstaff and so on. And then I remember it started snowing. And we were in our Cadillac with summer tires. And I don't know how many times we got stuck, but we had to get back. It was Sunday. We were back on training for Monday. And we had to get back. And I remember we drove through a little town, and it was called Snowflake. And that was quite kind of, you know, funny, because it was snowing like crazy. And I've got a picture of that as well somewhere. I need to check that. And we barely made it. I think we came back by 11 in the evening. Terrain Head, wonderful. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.
And where have you lived there?
Well, it was in Phoenix, obviously, near the airport, Goodyear, and
Have you had a hotel there or apartment or?
No, they gave us apartments, so but single rooms, so you didn't have to share with anyone. Yeah, Mark, I need to look through them for sure. Yeah, trying to scan them. Yeah, so this is always a very good kind of marker. So the mountain near Flagstaff. I remember I took my wife here in 1999 for a reunion, class reunion, and we had about a week, and we drove up through and yeah, went to Grand Canyon, obviously, Las Vegas, Route 66, back down again, part of the Route 66, and then yeah, we drove so much, and yeah, then we had a fantastic party before flying back again. Is the PPL US cheaper?
Welcome
Well,
aboard
yeah,
the Captain Black Box
I would definitely say
20
so.
subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Luke! Thank you so much, Luke, for the 32 here
Good
on Twitch.
evening. Hope you are well.
I am well.
BB711 beloved.
Thank you so much, Luke. Happy New Year, and I hope you're doing well. AV Chris, right, I know, right? It's actually quite funny. I'm not going to say who it was, but I flew along last night with someone, it's a flight attendant who's very well known on Instagram. And it's always funny to see the people, so the kind of famous Instagram people, to see them in real life suddenly. And of course you recognize them instantly because, you know, their pictures float around on Instagram non-stop, really. Yeah, Bone King, Phoenix has grown so much. I remember that my dad, because he was in Luke Air Force Base in 1971. And I was there as well, but I was very small. I was about 2 years old back then. And I remember that he told me back then Phoenix was a lot smaller, obviously. So all the area with Luke Air Force Base, Goodyear and so on, they were all well outside of Phoenix back then. Mini box, exactly. Then when I was there in 1991, Phoenix was already at the boundaries of Goodyear, etc., but not beyond Goodyear. Right, so it was like Goodyear and to the north, the Luke Air Force Base. That was all then on the edges of Phoenix. But I'm pretty sure that Phoenix now has gone beyond that. Now the F-16s at Luke. You know what, Mark? I remember they had F-15s back in 1991. And the closest I've gotten to one in flight was like, I would say, 100 feet. Because I swear I could read the letters on the helmet from the pilot as it was just crossing ahead of us. And you could hear the roar of the engines. And so I freaked out. I literally, you know, I freaked out completely. And my instructor, an old Vietnam veteran, he just kind of looked at me and said, looked at me like, "What's your issue?" All right, that's 100 feet. You know, nothing to worry about. And he said, "Well, you know, they've got a very good radar system, so they would have seen you on radar. And what they normally do is actually they have fun and actually pass you by that close, just to scare the shit out of you." I mean, it worked, so... Phoenix is the 5th biggest city in the US nowadays. Wow, that's huge. And I have to say, if you've ever been close to an F-15, guys, these aircraft are huge. An F-16, compared to that, is fairly small. And the F-15s are huge aircraft. Was it Tom Cruise? No, it didn't say Tom Cruise. It said, I don't know what exactly it said. It was going too fast. I couldn't really... I swear I could see the helmet and... yeah. And as far as I remember, there was never ever a in-flight collision. With the military aircraft and the training aircraft that we had. Oh yeah, Arthurica, that was it. Yeah, Pete Mitchell. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. That's what it said, Pete Mitchell. Isn't the F-35 called Fat Amy, or is that something else? Yep, okay, there we go.
So Blackbox, I will leave you here in the channel, and I will have to figure out what my problem with my simulator is, because I tried without traffic and I still have the problems. And I also tried in Norway. The problem continues. I don't know what happened here. Maybe hardware problems. I don't know.
That's really weird, though. Because I can definitely confirm it's not really the sim today. I mean, like you know, between Christmas and New Year, that was definitely a server issue with the FPS.
Okay.
But now today, I've had no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know, because it came very suddenly. Days ago it was no problem, and now it's unflyable. I don't know. Maybe problem with the hard drives.
Do you have any like monitors, hardware monitor or something?
Hardware monitors?
Yeah. So let me just. So HW monitor, it's called.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe something's throttling. Maybe something's overheating. Maybe a fan is broken or something, and.
Yeah, I did. I watched into CPU set which checks the CPU temperature and the graphics card temperature, and everything was okay. There was nothing serious.
I've not looked into my system for a long time because it's running smoothly. Right now, 5.5 gigahertz, and I'm running at 60, 50, between 50 and 60 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's all. You have an awesome system. My system is very old. I still have the 1080 Ti.
Any plans on upgrading, Reynolds?
Nah, I would like, but it's so expensive this time. I have to think about that 5 or 10 times.
Yeah, but I don't know many people that are so passionate about flight simming than you.
Yeah.
And I think for you that would be a good investment.
Yeah, for sure. I think I need to do that at one time. I will think about it. I think it don't need to be the best one. It don't need to be the 4090, which is way too expensive. Maybe 4080 or 70 or something like that. I don't know. I have to think about it.
Yeah, and I mean we've got good people in the Discord who maybe can compare 470 Ti and 4080. Give you good advice.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know some pages where you can do benchmark comparison between many graphics cards, and so there you can see how many FPS you can gain with the better card.
Yep.
And when you think about that, you have to pay then 1,000 euros more for the better card, then you have to think about it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, especially when it comes
1,000
to
euros is a lot.
Yeah, and also you have to make sure that you compare everything to flight simming and not to any other games.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think all the websites doing the compare, they're using benchmark programs or some shooter games or so to compare it, but none of them compare flight sims.
Yeah. OISC is just writing now, wait until February, because going to get AMD's new chipsets, which apparently is going to be pretty much tailor-made for the Max Flight Sim.
Okay.
So there we go.
Yeah, I think I will wait, but I'm not a big fan of AMD, I have to say. I had an AMD card many years ago, and it literally burned down. And that was the moment where I said, never ever AMD in my computer.
Okay. But maybe second chance, who knows? All right.
Let's see. Okay, Black Box. I wish you good evening, a nice flight, good landing, and good working next time.
Yeah, thank you much
See
again.
on the next.
Yeah, thank you much again for the Sedona scenery. Lovely, lovely
Yeah,
area. And I
welcome,
hope we
yeah.
get your PC working soon, then we'll repeat this flight.
I hope, yes, very much. Okay, bye-bye, good night.
Take care. Yeah, I've seen obviously the drama of and the clickbait videos obviously coming out regarding AMD graphic cards this time, not Nvidia. So I guess Nvidia's like happy to be out of the spotlight for a while. Yeah, good night, Reynolds. And so now they've got their own issues with it looks like the cooling system of the card. So not enough water in the vapor chamber, I think they said today. Right, so there we go. We can see already in the background the Grand Canyon coming up. And we're heading right towards the Grand Canyon Airport. And I would be, if I flew here in real life right now, well, it does have a control zone anyways, but I would be definitely on a more kind of alert state because they've got lots of helicopters and other VFR traffic around this area, so definitely we need to be careful, keep your eyes peeled. Right, so let me just go manual flight here, and I remember as well, there's a motorway leading up to the Grand Canyon, and then you can drive around the edge of the Grand Canyon here on the southern side, and I remember there's a very beautiful viewpoint, I think it's somewhere here, where in the evening you can make amazing pictures because the sun setting gives you a lovely kind of tone, so you can imagine. Absolutely incredible. So coming back to Microsoft Flight Sim and the strong points, and that's the visuals. What amazes me is that, again, I get a feeling or kind of a sense for the wide area. So that has to do obviously with the way shaders work and the haze, etc. With the graphics here, it just gives you kind of a depth perception for some reason, which is nice. And I can tell you that when you see this in real life, you are in absolute awe for its beauty and its size. You can't tell me it's better than Cottesmore. Hello. No, of course not. Of course not. It's not better than Cottesmore. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I just wonder if they got the buildings modeled here, because I remember that somewhere around here. Yeah, it must be somewhere on that edge here. There was a kind of restaurant, museum or something. Yeah, Bryce Canyon is a bit more to the east, I think, from here, right? Is that Horseshoe Bend as well? Now, that's the road I mean. I remember that road because that goes very close to the edge. And then somewhere... Hey, Dirk, hey, Happy New Year, Dirk! Wow, GG, how have you been? What's happening? How's the beer coming along? Yeah, long time no see. Blimey. I had to look twice now.
Welcome aboard the Captain
At the name, I was like, no, hang on.
Subscriber experience.
Am I reading that
Could
correctly?
new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin?
You're doing fine, that's good to hear. I'm very happy to hear that.
Entertainment will be served.
I always
Thank
look
you.
back in fond memory when we actually met up in Cosford. Man, that was brilliant. And I gave you some chocolate, and you gave me some of your beer. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's cool hearing. I actually thought about you, and I was wondering, because obviously, you know, with the COVID situation, etc., it's not going to be easy. But yeah, hopefully things will improve from here onwards. Yeah, and I hope that Cosford will take place this year. Right, now this is supposed to be like photorealistic. Now I'm a bit disappointed at the colours. But maybe that's because the sun is like shining from this side. Let's have a look here. Ah, that's up. Alright. There we go. a bit bumpy. Has anyone else been here? Any of you of the viewers here? Anybody else been around this part of the Grand Canyon? Yeah, I hope so too. Seriously, Cosford was a lot of fun. It's just brilliant to meet up with the community. Meet up with other people in the flight sim arena. Are you still using flight sim, Durka, or have you kind of put that on hold at the moment? I mean, all the flight sim drama, right? I mean, I couldn't live without it anymore. So, Michael, you've been here as well. So, I'm sure you know as well what I mean. Like I said, there was a... somewhere in this region, I remember there was a restaurant and then a kind of a platform to look over the Grand Canyon there. Yeah, like construction for the overlook. Yeah, yeah. So Bone King was there as well when he was 11. Okay. Cool. Ah, okay, that's understood. But that's good to hear that you're still within, still, kind of tagging along and because maintenance, I mean, flight simming is high maintenance, isn't it? Right, let's do something that you normally would not be allowed to do here in the Grand Canyon. Ah, that looks nice. That looks good. That looks all right. I like that. This looks nice. Look at that. Wow. Dirk, not quite, not completely. So, I went to YouTube and then I got lots of mails, people saying, "Hey, is there any possibility? We understand and respect your decision, but is there any way that you could do maybe dual stream? Because they've seen other people do it." And I thought, well, yeah, I'll try. And so that's why we have like dual streaming now on both platforms. A barrel roll. Right. Not sure if that's a good idea at this altitude. Well, it's a bit more work to overlook both of the chats, and it can get quite hectic. And sometimes you have some topics that you're discussing, and then emotions get high. And oh yeah, PC upgrade, right? Ooh. But I tell you what, here in Microsoft Flight Sim, with DX12 and frame generation, that is actually a big improvement. And the good news is, in DCS, they are going to move towards that as well. Now you can just make out the size, and the Colorado River back down here. That's amazing. No, so DX12, it doesn't make the textures blurry. At least that's not what I've noticed. But what I have noticed is that around airports, you get these tile problems. It's quite gusty down here. Only 7 knots. Huh? What do you mean? That looks sharp enough, doesn't it? And I'm not using... So, Bob, I'm not using DX12 right now. Because of those mentioned issues. Yeah, that's the Colorado River down there. I have no comparison, Bob. I don't know. But I'm online. I don't have any issues. Upload rate is fine. not dropping any frames either, so... All right, guys, I'm gonna land this thing in Grand Canyon Airport, and then that'll be it for today. And unfortunately, I've got to go back on to work early Tuesday morning, another 5-day rotation, which puts me on overtime again in January, which is nuts. But lots of people are sick at the moment, so I've got to fill in some time. And I'll be back streaming on next Sunday, actually, 15th. One more flight? No. And you know very well why, Mark. You know why. Just wondering why they didn't have a put Kappa there. Yeah, Durka, I know, right? Sometimes life, you know, you just got to take priorities and then, or put priority on certain things and then just get things sorted out. And I mean, flight sim drama, to be absolutely honest, the only way you can really cope with flight sim drama is if you have enough kind of, you know, how would you say, not stamina, but like, oh, I used the word earlier today. Big balls, yeah. Durka beer, yeah, that's too correct. But that's not exactly what I meant. Yeah, my brain is fried today. Blimey. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I feel like I'm jet lagged. There's the airport here. Let's join a right hand down, shall we? Resilience, that's the word. So you've got to have a good amount of, you know, resilience left over to deal with flight sim drama. If you don't, just step away from it, because it's going to pull you down. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Resilience is overrated. Do you think so? I don't know. Sometimes I'm happy to have some resilience. But people on my Discord, they know, I mean, those that follow me for longer periods of time, they know when my resilience level is depleted. they kind of know. It's like, uh-oh. Black box is, you know, not the best mood. Lol. So I've been saying that my upload rate was fine, and I've just dropped some frames now. GG's. Yeah, talk about resilience and flight sim drama. Black box gets mad. I never get mad. Oh, only little. Sometimes. And I rarely shout. Oh. Right, so Durka, for sure, if you stream again, give me a shout, please. It'd be an honor to host you. And then hopefully find some time to join one of your streams again. So let's put some flaps out. Gears coming out. Oh, Durka, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, I've actually, on my last stream, where I actually tried X-Plane 12 again with some orthos, I actually had a good go at Microsoft And like I said, it's not that I dislike Microsoft. I do enjoy flying around with it, but there's so many aspects where I'm disappointed from a hardcore flight simulator point of view. Don't worry, I'm not going to start all over again, but I totally understand. I totally understand, people like you who are very passionate about flight simming and have, a long history in flight simming. There are some things that are hard to swallow. Oh, hey, GB. What, did you make... Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, oh no, it's taken a long time, and, but I still enjoyed the whole event. Because you never know what's happening next, and, when you're going to be able to land, so all good on my side. Right, so, let's put this heap down, and then we can call it a day. No, don't be sorry. No. All good.
Welcome aboard the Captain
I have high
Black Box
respect.
Duo Channel experience.
High
Could new
respect for
subscribers
Bat's
please make
controllers.
their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the gifted sub from Michael Bach, giving a gifted sub to GVG. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's really kind. And hello, Mundos. That's a long runway, blimey. As we slowly roll down it. Yeah, so GVG, we talked about this on stream. I said, well, the problem is the backtrack issue, obviously, especially with the heavy aircraft. So anybody that flies in with a jumbo or 777, yeah, you're gonna have a big issue there, right? But still, I mean, I love how, again, everything was handled really, really kind of, smooth and calm. Yeah, of course, you have some pilots come in and start to get annoyed and, start to wonder what's taking so long and so on. But yeah, I think the majority, they enjoy these events, and even if it takes a bit, of flying patterns, all good. Bone King asks, would you say that parts of the flight sim community is toxic? I don't think it's flight simulated. It's actually I'm sure that you would find that in many different communities. And I can, if I stick to the flight simming, I can only say that obviously it does get emotional because people spend their hard-earned money on flight simming. And not only that, it's not just buying, one piece of software and then have a go with it and, maybe just one or two expansions but nothing else. But flight simming means, especially when you stick with it for years and maybe go, across several platforms, the amount of money that you spend on these add-ons is incredible. And so that obviously makes it emotional immediately, right? And then you have people, with their own opinions, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And so you have people that prefer Microsoft. You have people prefer P3D. There's people that prefer X-Plane, whatever. And that's when it starts to become, well, sometimes toxic. But overall, I think it's not more toxic than any other community. Right, so let's close that off. Feather that, and let's get all the lights. Avionics off. Magnetors off. Alrighty. Yeah, so big shout out again to Durka Durka. If you don't know him, make sure check out his channel. He's said he's going to be streaming again soon. You need to check that channel, and see you on next Sunday if you like. And I'm sure that by that time we'll have lots of new stuff come out and stuff to talk about. Yeah, Amundos, I mean, me too, right? Yeah, I enjoy many different flight sims. I try to make good use of each of the advantages that the flight sim offers, and then try to just enjoy it. That's the important thing, right? Enjoy it. Accept the fact that no flight sim platform is perfect. Never has been perfect, never will be perfect, I assume. But still, you can still enjoy lots of shout out from 7 Pop. There you go. Yeah, let's shout out everyone. Come on. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you again very soon. A big shout out again to everyone that has been supporting today. I love you guys, and we'll see you again very soon. My dear moderators, you're the best. Thank you so much for looking over the chat as always, and thanks for all the help. Oh, DCS, guys, before I forget, yeah, we need to get DCS back into the equation. There was an update out again as well. Yeah. Yes, please, right? Absolutely. Shut up, Black Box. Thank you, Healer. Much appreciated. Hang on, what? But the Phantom isn't out yet, is it? It's not out yet, is it? Ooh, but yeah, Phantom shared flight. Ooh, man. There we go. Secured our aircraft. Good for storage. Right, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks like DCS weeks, right? Poor flies. Thank you much for watching. Take care. All right, guys. Good night once again. Until the next time. See you soon.